Hola chicos, estamos de vuelta con el The Witcher, a punto de encontrarnos con Detlef y veamos si la cosa termina bien, cosa que dudo. Está tardando lo suyo.
Simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part.
What? But how?
¿Qué narices?
Seems I've been fooled again. She will pay for this sooner or later. She will pay.
Ah, o sea que el lazo era para cuando estuviera en el mundo real. Si estaba a punto de morir, se salvaba. Uf, esto sí que va a ser difícil. Vale, a ver un segundo. Por ahí he visto un momento algo de opcional que ha desaparecido. A ver, ¿dónde tengo yo el aceite para vampiros? Ajá. pasa? ¡Venga! ¿Va en serio?
Acknowledge any gods. Start praying now.
Vamos. Voy a cambiarme la ballesta. No me digas que se va a volver a transformar. ¿Qué narices es eso? Venga, venga, que me mata, ¿no? O sea, representa que cada vez que hace esto, revive. O sea, me tengo que cargar los túmulos antes del cuerpo. Vale, ya me he muerto una vez, no me puedo volver a morir. Habéis visto, ¿no? Que se me ha acabado la vida y de repente... ¡Aléjate, monstruo! ¿Reyes?
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist.
¿Quiere matarlo del todo? ¿Quién hubiese esperado que esa pulsera, a la que nadie le ha prestado atención, de repente, ¡puf!, ha sido el detonante de toda esta situación? Bueno, la condición para que los vampiros menores se retirasen de la ciudad era o por orden de Deslav o que él muriera. Hemos cumplido con la segunda condición, así que la gente debería retirarse.
My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices. But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
Usually wear something different, better suited to my trade. Got nothing against this particular outfit, though. Just don't exactly feel comfortable in it. And I despise formal occasions.
Nothing one can't get accustomed to. Now, be so kind as to stand still. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud. Palace
Sí, la tradición.
Emphasis on form, virtuous tradition, etiquette.
Huh. A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else, which calls for lordly, glistening triviality and misplaced generosity.
Ya viene el rollo filosófico. Pues venga, yo quiero escuchar ese rollo filosófico. Que al fin y al cabo, Regis se ha visto obligado a matar a Deslav.
Sound wistful. Pensive, Regis. Not because they refused to buy you a new outfit.
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot. Besides, I've no need for a new outfit as I shall not be attending the ceremony.
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead. I trust you'll join me later, once you're richer by a medal and a fascinating new experience.
Count on it. Ceremonies, medals honoring virtues, just keeps coming up.
El pobre no puede ni bajar los brazos. Ahora.
And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory, after all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic. Siana planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Our plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Siana's in the palace.
Bueno, aquí le falta compasión a su hermana.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Detlef. Perhaps we missed something.
Claro, es que mi teoría es, si ahora vamos a la ceremonia tal cual, terminará en la muerte de Henrietta. Si vamos a hablar con el limpiabotas, igual lo podemos prevenir. Vamos a hablar con el limpiabotas, que al menos quiero tener la posibilidad. ¿Nos veremos allí? No, vamos.
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together, assuming we're done here.
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now to see if you are able to present my handiwork at the ceremony with the dignity it is due. Or if you will first destroy it, crawling about the city's underbelly.
No me tientes.
Promise to be careful.
Que por cierto, ¿el limpiabotas habrá progresado con su negocio? ¿Tendrá un local y todo? ¿O qué?
Oh, it's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean soles. A fine slogan.
Le acabas de dar el eslogan de por vida al chaval.
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it would be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know! They all had no home!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard.
A ver.
Where'd they get the letters? They pick them up? Get them from someone?
I don't know. They'd come, hand me a letter, and walk away. I asked no questions.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that boot shine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble. We must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
Vamos a echar un vistazo. Y antes de que se me olvide, personaje. Baño de sangre es lo que tengo activado ahora. Sinopsis reforzada. Vale, ya ahora tengo este espacio. Ah, no lo puedo ubicar en el... ¿Significa que solo puedo colocar rojos en ese lugar? Bueno, ya veremos.
What happened to your head?
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it? This is a decent district. We need no filth folk back.
Vamos a ayudar a los mendigos para que luego ellos nos ayuden a nosotros.
You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves.
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Otros? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
Ah, así que ahora tenéis territorio.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
¿Se están ensuciando el traje? No,
All right,
aún está limpio.
I could take a hit. Come, time to go. I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk to shelter elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you?
Exacto, eso es lo que quería.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the boot black in Rue de Gare.
The boot black. A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
¿Y esa olla? Unas horas después.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold, and we wouldn't want that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the boot black. I know this.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the boot black. Freshie, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
En lugar de dar la orden, vamos a intentar persuadirlo.
It's no use to you anymore.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightened.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the boot black anyways. It's always muddy there.
Claro, es su técnica de marketing. Carta que revela el nombre de la quinta víctima. Henrietta. ¿Ah, que sí? Venga.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well, I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duquesa.
Lo que te sabía.
Seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Antes tendrás que romperle el cuello. Es decir, que quería sacarle el corazón, pero no quería que sufriera.
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
Duchess was to be Detlov's last victim. Siana planned it from the start.
Indeed. The logical conclusion, Geralt.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you can always ask yourself.
Actually, love to learn her motives.
Praiseworthy, I suppose. Sometimes one should stare evil in the face.
Seems a bit strong, no?
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every right to condemn her, but I support your lust for the truth.
Estoy de acuerdo.
Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. I think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her. Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue.
Uy, tenía que intentarlo.
Risk entering the palace after Dettlaff and his minions' rampage. Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's bad sister.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Siana.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence. She treated Dettlaff cruelly, caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you. I will await you at the cemetery.
Vale, ahora la cuestión es, ¿me voy a poder colar?
If only I had the coin for a medal.
Claro, a medida que se van descubriendo los hechos, ya no es tan fácil como decir esto estaba bien y esto estaba mal. Por un lado, los 4 que fueron asesinados fue por, obviamente, un comportamiento que no corresponde a un caballero. Luego, utilizó a un vampiro manipulado emocionalmente para cometer los asesinatos. Es que vaya par de hermanas. ¿Sabes qué? Vamos a ir con sardinilla. Sí, es mucho mejor el clásico sardinilla. Porque la verdad es que la versión unicornio de sardinilla, el cuerno era bastante molesto.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Vale, por el momento no ha hecho falta que nos pongamos en modo sigilo. Vale, supongo que tengo que subir las escaleras para llegar hasta ella.
Halt!
Need to see Sienna, urgently.
In the matter of?
Quiero hablar con ella, así de sencillo.
Want to talk to her. It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time. Not one locked up on the Duchess's orders. No doing without special permission. Period.
Found some information important to her case. Need an explanation, urgently.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
Y me imagino que el guardia se va a querer quedarse para escuchar todo lo que se diga, por si acaso.
The witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular this.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
Unless you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Deadloff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come on, Geralt. Why do you think?
La maldición del sol negro. Lo dudo. Tenías envidia. Yo diría que es la tercera opción. Porque se olvidó de ti, que de hecho ya lo ha mencionado ella varias veces.
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you.
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? Oh, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Por fin un poco de sinceridad.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands of me? Forget me. Hmm?
Don't know. But you could just ask her instead of sending monsters after her.
There's nothing she could say to change what she did to me. to justify it.
Maybe. But there's nothing out there to justify what you did to her and all too Sam. Yet Anna Henrietta hasn't given up on you.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the Land of 1,000 Fables. You really want a happy ending to this story, don't you? With all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, and go give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Sienna.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Sí, venga.
Let's go. Want to see him too. Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Se le ha quedado la marca de las garras en la cara. No creo que él en concreto necesite saber lo de la quinta víctima. Creo que mejor lo vamos a reservar solo para Henrietta.
All right, we can start.
Very well. But you must behave. Less like a hired thug, and more like a man deserving of the Duchy's highest honor. In fact, you'd do best to maintain a dignified silence throughout. Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess awaits.
Vale, pues veamos la ceremonia.
In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tucson's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than
Solo
1,000
5.000.
barrels of Son Real, a wine normally reserved for the Duke of
Tacaña.
The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Estoy deseando probarlo, me siento muy honrado. Ahí, vamos a bajarle de las nubes.
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Sienna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Detloff. You were to be the beast's 5th victim.
This cannot be true. You're mistaken. You must be.
I have proof.
I do not believe it. In a moment I shall speak to Sienna. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly. I'd far prefer to learn you're mistaken, Geralt.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister. I know well how to speak to her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
Ahora empieza el juicio. Está nerviosa. Por un momento he pensado que vendría con un bozal y con las manos atadas.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
I'm not a prisoner, free to do as I choose.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister. And my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Detloff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Venga, básicamente estás pasando la responsabilidad del juicio a otra persona. ¿Pero qué clase de soberana eres? Que sí, es su hermana, y eso obviamente no la hace apta. Pero, ¿pasárselo a un solo individuo? Bueno, ya que nos han pasado la responsabilidad y todo, intentemos ser tan imparciales como podamos. Sienna es culpable. Eso es verdad. Pero tenía motivos.
Bitterness consumes Sienna. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even.
But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Sienna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought my poor prospect for the wife of a duke.
I even understand our parents. I don't sense the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, damn it. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Richard? She betrayed me.
Claro, es que aquí el punto ciego es que Henrietta todavía no ha dicho nada del porqué de la situación de entonces.
Claim to understand them all? Why'd you come back for revenge? Have them all cut down then?
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me, all of them, as long as I can remember. But Henrietta understood me. Once. She was all I could cling to. Her betrayal hurt the most.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish platters, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark, and which you set afire at the last to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace. Supposed acts of cruelty. Inappropriate friendships. They cast me out. But you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you, sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
¿En serio he logrado el final feliz? Por un momento he pensado que el juicio se iba a ir un montón, ¿eh? En plan, o la una o la otra. No sé si esto ha sido resultado de las decisiones que hemos ido tomando antes, pero tela.
All in all, best part of the whole ceremony, it was short.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine cabinet. Good in small sips. How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna Diabolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Ahora, a oscuras.
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt, even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I'm a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
Espero que dijeras algún otro motivo, pero vale.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
Vamos, hombre. Aunque nos dice que es opcional, yo lo voy a hacer. Uy. Un segundo, chicos, que me llaman. Vale, ya estoy de vuelta. Uf. ¿Sabéis aquí de que ocurre un evento por tiempo limitado en un juego? Ha sido más o menos el caso.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
Ay, espérate. Que me he quedado en lo de que me iba a poner los guantes y la máscara, ¿no? Menos mal que he visto ahí el recordatorio de opcional, que si no... A ver, la máscara... ¿Dónde las gafas? Y... me faltan los guantes. ¿Y esto qué hace? Objeto necesario para cumplir una misión. Oh. Así que hay dos en la zona. Voilà.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all. Damn it, where'd you go?
Regis!
Wow, 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 wow. Vale, venga. Ah, una la mía, genial. Uy, pensé que le había dado bien. Uf, ha sido difícil, ¿eh?
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we have a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditional, regardless of the circumstances.
Amigo o enemigo, lo pillo.
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink. Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you.
En la mesita de noche. Vale. Habrá que echarle un ojo.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over a mantle and take to pruning vines?
¿Qué has pensado hacer con tu premio? ¿Colgarás las espadas sobre la repisa de la chimenea y te dedicarás a podar vides? Pues la verdad es que Geralt ha tenido una vida bastante plena, ¿no? Igual tocaría jubilarse. Lo que pasa es que un brujo puede jubilarse. O sea, podría echar raíces ahí con Tris. Venga, vamos a darle la oportunidad de jubilarse.
Know what? Think I just might. Come on now, don't laugh. Maybe not today or tomorrow. But one day I'll want to see what it's like to just wake up every day in my own bed.
Oh, stop, please. Sounds so sentimental, my fangs have begun to hurt. Then what? Will you begin writing your memoirs like Dandelion? I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. That first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might let you say.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Vale, pues me he acabado el DLC del The Witcher.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
Y que la hoguera arda para siempre. Bueno, chicos, pues hemos terminado con el The Witcher Blood and Wine. Con la historia. ¿Qué os ha parecido? Vamos a echar un vistazo a la casa. A ver qué sorpresita nos ha dejado Regis. Y la verdad es que ha estado bastante entretenida, ¿eh? Es un buen DLC. Pasó. Bueno, teniendo en cuenta al punto en que hemos llegado, creo que es necesario primero que nos reequipemos la pieza de armadura que nos falta. Segundo, ponerle las gafas al Geralt. Y por último, ahí está. Tenemos que dejar esa espada en óptimas condiciones. Bueno, chicos, también creo que va a ser ya casi el final de la saga y de la serie en el canal del The Witcher. Vale, como mínimo para el canal es probable que este ya sea el último vídeo. Luego voy a echar un vistazo a misiones secundarias que queden. Si no veo que me llame nada demasiado la atención, seguramente sí que sea el último. Y esperemos que quizá en algún momento llegue un The Witcher, no sé, 4, por ejemplo. Pero claro, eso ya no sé si realmente esta es la última entrega que harán o cómo. Pero recordad que a pesar de terminar el The Witcher, dentro de no demasiado tenemos el Cyberpunk 2077, que también os lo voy a subir. No, y este no es. Creo que me... ¿Estoy en la casa de la maldición de las cucharas? Buah, que... Me he desorientado un poco, ¿eh? Vale, este sí que es.
Go, go.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Debe ser Regis.
Tris?
¿Tris? Wow, esto no me lo esperaba.
I got tired of waiting for you, so I decided to head to Tucson, catch some sun, see how things are going. You said it would only take a moment.
Things are pretty much wrapped up, luckily. We'll be able to head north soon.
I hope you're not upset I came like this, without warning.
True, I haven't always been fond of surprises. They remind me of work. The law of surprise, surprise child. But I think I've changed my mind. Seems surprises can actually be pleasant. Very pleasant. Let's go outside. There's this one cozy spot you're gonna love. are things in Kovir?
Amazingly boring and predictable. Council meetings mainly concerning trade matters, tariffs, storage regulations, that sort of thing.
Missing the excitement?
You know the theory saying, may you live in interesting times? Well, I've already done that, and now I'm looking for a bit of quiet. The other mages I brought with me from Novigrad, or who made it north on their own, feel the same. You wouldn't recognize them. No conspiracies, cabals, plotting. They just sit there and work, for the good of the kingdom. Sometimes I think it's all too lovely to be true. But something's bound to happen. Another war, or some other horror. But for now, it's nice. And once you finish your business here and come join me, it'll be even better.
So, how do you like my vineyard?
I think you know the answer to that. I like it a lot. House is big, but not showy. Lovely location. Perfect for romantic getaways.
Just finished some remodeling. Paid through the nose for it, but I think it was worth it. There are already some new saplings and flowers around the grounds, but I think it's still missing something. Maybe a hedge maze? With a statue in the center? One that's stately and nude.
Ugh, Geralt, don't bring up that ball. The wine got to my head and I...
Not bringing it up to tease, but to reminisce. That evening, it was magic. And your dress. You looked lovely in it.
I've got it with me. I could put it on one evening. We'll dine outside by candlelight, listen to the music of the cicadas.
Can't wait. How'd you find me? Kovir's a long way off.
I have my ways, Geralt. A hydromancy, for example.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, what becomes of us? See anything else in the reflection?
Zoltan moves in.
Please tell me you're joking.
Ha puesto una cara de ¿en serio?
You can breathe easy. As far as I know, he settled down in Novigrad and has no intention of budging. In all seriousness, though, I did see a few scraps of our future, but I'd rather not tell you exactly what.
Why not?
Because you said you've grown to like pleasant surprises.
Bueno, al menos sabe que son agradables las sorpresas que le esperan.
I'm in Tucson, right? Want me to show you around a bit?
Sorry, but I've already made plans.
Oh? What are you going to do?
Lie down in the sun and not move an inch.
Ah, right. A packed schedule. Not overdoing it a tad.
Oh, gotta get the most of this weather before I return north. Know that joke about how to tell when summer's come to Kovir?
The rain isn't quite so cold.
And sadly, that's not far from the truth. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that. Now you'll change your mind and not come join me.
I wouldn't worry about that. Mind if I leave you here alone for a moment?
Just a moment.
Bueno, todavía tenemos que ver qué es lo que nos ha dejado Regis en la mesita de noche. A ver, lo primero. Si no me equivoco... Oh, el huevo de oca de oro no lo puedo dejar ahí. Lástima. ¿Y esto? Notas alquímicas. A ver... Si estás leyendo esto... Significa que estoy muy lejos de las fronteras de Toussaint y que has encontrado mi mutagenerador. Por su poder puedes llamar a este instrumento como desees. Ah... He estado trabajando en este dispositivo en mi tiempo libre, pero ya está terminado y estoy convencido, tanto que puedes estar como puede estarlo un inventor antes de su creación. Ha sido usado. Vale. como su nombre indica, genera mutágenos. Al accionarse absorbe la onda de energía electromagnética de los cadáveres, en este caso de los cadáveres de los monstruos, y cuando ha absorbido suficiente como para disponer de una cantidad de carga crítica, generará mutágeno. Darás buen uso. El mutágeno que emerge como resultado se determina aleatoriamente. Bueno, confío que encuentres tu querido postdata. Debes estar preguntándote por qué decidí dejar en tu finca en lugar de entregarlo en persona. Lo hice por pura modestia, lo creas o no. El mutagenerador. Me imagino que me lo tengo que equipar, ¿no? A ver... No. Vale, me tengo que cargar a 100 enemigos, supongo, y luego usar el mutagenerador. Pero es bueno porque de este modo, a medida que vais matando podéis seguir experimentando. Pues qué raro, yo juraría que el huevo de oca debería poder dejarse por aquí. Vamos a hablar aquí con Barnabás para aclararle la situación.
How might I be of service, sir?
Vale, parece que no hace falta explicárselo.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my...
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Oh, creo que me está diciendo algo.
Yes, Geralt?
Nada, me apetecía sentarme un poco. Bueno, chicos, después de mucho tiempo, aquí tenemos ya el último vídeo de el The Witcher 3. Dejadme abajo en los comentarios qué os ha parecido toda la aventura, o en todo caso este último vídeo, que igual me ha salido un poquito más largo de lo normal. Dale like si os ha gustado el juego. A mí me ha encantado, ¿vale? Sobre todo los DLCs, incluso teniendo en cuenta que han sido la primera vez que los he jugado. Seguro que algún día los rejuego intentando hacer algo diferente. Y nada, acordaos de suscribiros para estar al tanto para cuando traiga más juegos al canal y para cuando empiece a subir el Cyberpunk 2077, que ya sabéis que ese es uno que va a llegar garantizado. Y puede que en más de una ocasión. En fin, chicos, nos vemos en el próximo juego. Encadenaos a mi canal.